The minute we come into the world, people are sizing us up. Let's face it, we're obsessed with weight. Whether we're baking a cake, cooking up some chemistry, or loading a truck, weight matters. It's important to know exactly how light or heavy things are. But why? It all started with trade. Early people wanted to know whether they were getting as much as they paid for. So they started weighing goods. It was hardly an exact science, mostly just lifting and comparing. But as trading became more widespread, knowing the exact weight of an object became even more important. Since weight determined an object's value, traders needed a more accurate means of measuring. Around 3500 BC, the ancient Egyptians invented the scale. Goods were hung from one pan. Weights were added to the other until a perfect balance was achieved. Simple, yet precise. The first scales had to be precise because they were invented to weigh something very valuable: gold. Since gold was traded in such small quantities, tiny weights of an equal size were needed to measure it out. So ancient people decided to use grains and seeds as standards of weight. A grain of wheat became the grain of weight. Mustard seeds weighed gold in India. The seeds of the carob tree gave us the carat, still used to describe the weight of diamonds today. And because gold and silver could now be weighed, they could also be used as money. The first coins were just lumps of precious metal, so a gold coin was simply worth its weight in gold. But our weight problems didn't go away. Dishonest traders and merchants often shaved small amounts of metal off coins, making them less valuable. Nevertheless, history proves that not all trade was risky business. During the Middle Ages, big trade fairs were held in Troyes, France. The weights and measures used there were carefully monitored to ensure that people didn't feel cheated and would keep coming back. Supposedly, it was here that the Troy pound came about, a 12-ounce pound used to measure precious metals. In the 1500s, Britain's Queen Elizabeth I built the first system of weights on the Troy pound. Monarchs kept a tight rein on weights and measures. Bakers caught selling underweight loaves ended up in the stocks. To cover themselves, they baked an extra loaf to add to every 12 they sold, now known as the baker's dozen.